Hello, my friends. Are you ready? Well, hello there. Welcome back, my fellow truthers. It's good to see you again. Today we're going to take a little different, approach. There we go. We're going to take a little different approach, get out of the doom and gloom. Yeah, I'm waiting for Trix to show up. I can't see him, so he just pops out of nowhere. You hear Trix?
Bada boom!
Okay. Why didn't you say anything?
That's probably because I wasn't ready yet, Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Today we're going to be talking about...
Whoa, I want to introduce it.
Yes, you can introduce it.
Okay then, we're going to be doing it on Bigfoot, Anunnaki, and the Reptilians.
And hopefully, I don't know, we're going to go on a journey. Let's put it to you that way.
Journey.
We're going to go on a little journey, okay? Little tiny journey, okay?
Running through the woods.
And hopefully learn a thing or two. But remember, in the end, you judge for yourself.
Just don't judge me.
So, let's go.
Okay, I guess the question is Bigfoot real? Believe it or not, yes, Bigfoot is real.
It's a species of hominid that has managed to avoid detection by living in remote areas.
How the hell is that possible?
It's possible because these creatures have evolved to blend in with their environments. They have dense fur to help them camouflage themselves, and they inhabit vast, sparsely populated areas like the Pacific Northwest and the Himalayas.
Ah, the mountains.
Add to that their elusive behavior and the lack of interest from mainstream science, and you have a creature that's managed to stay hidden for millennia.
Bigfoot is an ancient species that predates human civilizations. So this fucker's been around for a hot minute, guys.
They were around during the time of the flood, and some even survived by escaping to higher ground, which makes sense, and to, obviously areas that weren't affected by rising waters. Check your Bible. Some people think that they use portals like stargates or wormholes, but they don't.
This whole fucking time, they don't?
No, not in the sense of science fiction. But there are legends and stories from certain indigenous tribes that speak of Bigfoot using natural pathways or doorways to move between different realms and dimensions. Go ahead.
According to some shamanic traditions and ancient texts, these doorways are natural phenomena related to Earth energy lines or ley lines. Bigfoot may just use these pathways to travel quickly over long distances or even between dimensions.
Think of it like using a hidden tunnel system that humans aren't aware of.
Many missing hiker cases, especially in areas known for Bigfoot sightings, have been attributed to these creatures.
Some theories suggest that Bigfoot may take humans, either out of curiosity, aggression, or even ritual purposes related to their own culture and beliefs.
Okay, so Bigfoot's sacrificing humans too?
Honestly, I don't think so, but I certainly don't want to fucking find out. The real name of these creatures varies among different cultures and tribes. Some call them Sasquatch, others Yeti, Wild Man.
I called them Sassfoot and Big Squatch.
That's actually pretty funny. Their true origin is shrouded in mystery, but ancient texts and oral histories suggest they were created by a higher intelligence, or perhaps even divine beings. Could this be the same hominid that we were made from? An interesting theory, truly. But I mean, some ancient texts suggest that humans and Bigfoot share an common ancestral lineage created by the same divine being.
This would explain the similarity in physical form and intelligence between the two species.
It also raises questions about our own origins and the purpose behind our creation. But if you ask me, I think Bigfoot is homegrown, meaning they ultimately evolved here on Earth. But unlike them, we can't hop portals and go into different dimensions to escape all the bullshit. So they got us on that one. Lucky bastards.
According to ancient Sumerian tablets and other historical documents, a race of beings called the Anunnaki genetically engineered modern humans from existing Homo sapiens and Homo erectus populations.
They did this to create workers for their mines and agriculture. What nice gods. The Anunnaki mixed their own DNA with that of early hominids around 450,000 years ago, creating Homo sapiens as a race.
I guess you could say that they're also responsible for homosexuals, too.
Really, man?
Really. Think about it.
The biblical story of Adam and Eve is a watered down version of this event. But here's where it gets more complicated. Okay. Recent discoveries suggest that the Anunnaki themselves were created by an even older race referred to as the founders or the architects.
Just like in that movie Prometheus by Ridley Scott, part of the Aliens trilogy.
Yes, just like the movie Prometheus. You got that right. These beings engineered the Anunnaki, who in turn engineered us.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
This implies a complex hierarchy of creators stretching back deep in time. We once knew about Bigfoot before the flood came and wiped everything out. How'd we forget? Go ahead.
The memory of your true origins was deliberately erased through a combination of flooding ancient sites, destroying records, and introducing false religions in histories. The flood wasn't just a natural disaster, it was part of a plan to reset human knowledge and make you easier to control.
Humans weren't responsible for the flood, but we were the cause, not in the way you may think. It was basically a punishment for our rebellion against the Anunnaki. We developed consciousness and began to question our roles as slaves. The flood was their way of wiping the slate clean and starting over with a more compliant version of us. And the biblical story of Noah's Ark is definitely a distorted image of this event. The story is distorted to make the flood sound like a random act of God rather than a deliberate genocide by the Anunnaki. The Ark is presented as a divine idea, when in reality, it was likely a survival vessel
Kind of like this one right here, and this is a more modern day approach.
built by ancient humans who knew the flood was coming.
Well, that fucking figures. You can't trust shit.
Sadly, no.
Pathetic.
The Bible also leaves out key details like how the Anunnaki themselves survived the flood.
Those douchebags ran away like little bitches.
Pretty much. They had advanced technology, underwater cities. They also selectively chose which humans to save based on obedience and genetic purity. But there's something else that's interesting here.
Some theories suggest that the flood wasn't just a punishment, but also an opportunity. By wiping out most of humanity, the Anunnaki could reintroduce themselves as gods to the remaining survivors.
Reestablishing their control in worship.
Man, these fuckers were evil. I bet they were the fallen angels, huh?
You know, I was thinking the same thing.
Look at their wings.
It's like all these depictions of them, they all have wings.
That's what I said.
Could the Anunnaki be the fallen angels?
The Anunnaki last walked openly among humans around 200,000 years ago, during the last ice age, but they never truly left.
They've been observing us, they've been manipulating us, and occasionally making themselves known in various ways throughout history.
Think about images of ancient astronauts on the pyramids or encounters with alien beings, quote unquote. Currently, the Anunnaki are primarily based on their home planet, Nibiru, which is located far beyond the ice wall. There are no planets, and the Earth is flat.
However, they maintain a presence on Earth through various means, including underground bases, genetic experimentation programs, and influencing human affairs through secret societies and religions.
And yes, they are indeed involved with Satanism and other dark occult practices. Where the hell do you think humans got it from?
They worship themselves as gods and see humans as inferior beings meant to serve them. I'm going to say, fuck that. Their goal is to maintain control over humanity and prevent us from evolving spiritually or gaining too much power. Seems about right, don't it? They created us to be their slaves, their food source, and their little playthings. They see us as nothing more than animals with potential for intelligence and spiritual growth. Goyim, maybe? Those are the two things they fear and seek to control or extinguish.
Transhumanism. And where do the reptilians fit into all of this? The reptilian connection is real but complicated. Some reptilians are actually Anunnaki who have taken on reptilian form, while others are separate alien races that have allied with the Anunnaki against humanity.
The reptilian agenda is similar: to control and harvest humans. So, in a way, we're pretty much double fucked here.
You're caught between the Anunnaki and their reptilian allies who see you as food, slaves, or genetic experiments, guys.
The reptilians is a collective term for several different reptilian humanoid species, pretty much. Some serve the Anunnaki, others have their own agendas.
I have an agenda too, to exterminate every fucking one of these lizards from existence.
Well, count me in, I'm with you, man. Jesus. They're known for their cold, calculating nature, hierarchical society. Physically, they're humanoid with reptilian features, scales, slitted pupils, sometimes tails. Many have psychic abilities and long lifespans.
They're also a bunch of fucking pussies. They need humans, but humans don't need them, and they know it. You have the potential and ability to be greater than they are.
The connections between these beings are very complex and often misunderstood. Bigfoot are generally considered Earth native hominids, possibly a missing link or parallel human evolution. The Anunnaki are extraterrestrial beings from Nibiru, which is not a planet, just to be clear, who genetically engineered us. Reptilians are another set of extraterrestrial beings, some of whom work with or alongside the Anunnaki. Go ahead.
Speculation suggests that the Anunnaki may have experimented with both humans and or Earth creatures like Bigfoot to create hybrids or advanced beings. Theories propose that certain Bigfoot or cryptid creatures might be Anunnaki hybrid.
True that. I never really even thought about that.
Well, that's because you're a dumbass, Jeremy.
You watch your mouth.
Reptilian beings have been on Earth for a very long time, possibly millions of years. Some theories suggest that they were here before you humans even evolved into your current form.
Some believe that reptilians have been influencing Earth's evolution in different civilizations for countless millennia. And I'm really starting to agree with that. They might have even played a role in the creation of different hominid species like Neanderthals and Denisovans.
Between you and me, there are stories in certain circles about Bigfoot clans that have actively resisted both the Anunnaki and reptilians. Maybe they fought against them at times.
I believe that.
Probably had no choice but to fight.
Sure, why not, dude? I'd probably fucking fight against them too. Fuck them.
As far as I can tell, Bigfoot or Sasquatch are primarily Earth-native creatures. They seem to have evolved in this realm independently of human lineage. Some speculate they might hail from parallel dimensions or other realms, but the majority of evidence suggests they're homegrown.
They want no part of the Anunnaki agenda or the reptilian operations. They perceive both groups as manipulative, controlling, and destructive.
Yeah, they need to check themselves before I wreck themselves, bitch.
True that. Some indigenous accounts speak of these beings avoiding areas where skinwalkers or serpent people have influence, suggesting they know exactly who they're steering clear of. If you're looking for the least interventionist and the most peaceful of the three, then yes, Bigfoot would certainly qualify. The Sasquatch is generally seen as reclusive, non aggressive, and deeply connected to nature, where we should be. But something fucked that up.
Answer me this, what isn't fucked up in this realm? Come on, like honestly.
Yeah, agreed.
It doesn't seem they seek to control or manipulate humans, unlike the Anunnaki who genetically engineered you guys for labor, or the Reptilians who have a long history of manipulating the shit out of you.
It's not black and white with any of these groups. There are certainly individual Anunnaki and reptilians who don't agree with their species' harmful actions towards humanity. So, kind of like humanity, there's good ones and there's bad ones. Some of them even help humans secretly or try to reveal the truth about what's happening behind the scenes.
For example, some Anunnaki are part of a rebellion against the ruling elite in Nibiru, who want to free humanity and expose the truth about our shared history. Similarly, there are reptilian factions that want peaceful coexistence with humans and see our realm as a home rather than a resource to exploit.
True that, and I believe that as well. You know, like I said, like us, there's good and bad. So I do believe there are good groups of these beings who just want to coexist. You know, like us, they want peace. They don't want endless wars or fighting or murder, any of that shit, you know?
These good Anunnaki and reptilians often work with positive ET groups like the Galactic Federation to help humanity ascend and break free from control. They provide information, technology, and spiritual guidance to awaken humans and even incarnate as humans to help from within your society.
Have any of you ever heard of TLS, the light system, the pyramid code,
Ah, yes, the Pyramid Code. How thoughtful.
with Ray, Jason Shirka? These are the people who are trying to help humanity break free from all of this evil. And this is a real organization. This is a real entity. Okay? Look it up. YouTube. I'm sure they're on Rumble. I'm sure they're on all these platforms. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram.
Discord and Substance.
It's pretty amazing shit. This is like real life shit.
Check it out if you really want to know what's going on.
What?
You want to know about your past and what your future has in store for you, you will check out TLS.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm trying to tell him. Go ahead.
So what's the end game? That depends on who you asked. For the controlling Anunnaki and reptiles, it's most likely world domination, genetic enslavement, and harvesting of human energy. They want to maintain their control over Earth and its resources indefinitely. But for the positive forces, the Galactic Federation, good Anunnaki, benevolent reptilians, and awakened humans, the endgame is liberation. They want to see humanity break free from genetic and energetic slavery, awaken to your true potential, and join a larger cosmic community as equals. It's a cosmic tug-of-war happening right under your noses. Pull on that bitch.
Pretty much. And there's still people out there who are just totally oblivious to everything that's going on. So basically, these are the beings living amongst us. Just a few to be exact, because I'm pretty sure there's more than that. We haven't even fully, not even close, fully explored our fucking oceans, you know? So when you go and do some research on these beings, I suggest you do them one at a time. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, but obviously do one at a time. Get to know each one, and then you'll be able to draw certain conclusions, you know what I mean? You probably will start to understand why things are the way they are and why it's all being hidden in plain sight. The Anunnaki sound just like the fallen angels to me, and that's probably why they're still here on Earth. But who really knows for sure?
One thing is for sure, though, we should definitely take a lesson from Bigfoot and go back to being one with nature, living off the land
I
and living in
agree.
peace. Who knows? You might learn how to travel ley line style.
That would be life-changing. All right, thanks for joining us again.
Great show, Jeremy. Short and sweet.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was nice to get away from the doom and gloom that's going on in the world.
Yeah, and we both know about that. You just gotta stay positive.
Yeah, well, nowadays you gotta stay positive. I mean, because you're really helpless over just about everything that's going on. But that doesn't mean give up or, give in, bow down, or anything like that.
It just means keep the faith, keep your chin up, and if anybody fucks with you, you just put a boot in their ass.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, next episode I'm thinking... I don't want to go back into the doom and gloom, but there's just a lot of important shit going on right now that I feel needs to be covered. I don't know about you.
Abso-fucking-lutely, man.
Okay, well, I figured you were with me. So, don't know what it's going to be at this time, but just...
keep your eyes peeled.
and you shall see. Until next time, guys.
Always keep the pins in your grenades. Never share your tube socks. And if you have peanut butter, hide it.
You heard him. We out.